Hello, 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 everyone, and welcome back to Fallout 76. It's been a minute. Between my trip and getting sick, I have been away from you all for quite a bit here, so I thought, you know what, tonight we're going to do a stream, we're going to see how it goes. I think I mostly have my voice back, so hopefully it holds up and we can do a normal stream. We'll check out the Atomic Shop here, then I'll catch up on the chat. Looks like we've got a free item. And let's see here. Anything interesting? The New Year's Eve bundle. So more recycled stuff. That's kind of disappointing. Holiday, more recycled stuff. And yeah, nothing new again. Vault Tech refrigerator. Yeah, I think I can live without that. At some point, I'm going to have to spend these atoms that have been piling up, but they just don't really have a lot of stuff, do they? Casino wallpaper. Sure, why not? Let's do that. Okay, so we've got that. And we're going to stick with, I'm on my heavy gunner for now. We're going to stick with that to start. And then we'll see where we go from there. So we'll catch up on the chat here. Lots and lots of people showing up here tonight. Necrosis is here. Robert Long is here. Sibulus is here. It's Over Fat Kid's here. Nick Wilding's here. Matasbo, Alex Sullivan. Alex is going to have a good food conversation for us tonight. Says the gang's back together. Yes, indeed. Cousin Todd's here. Merry Fistmas, everyone. All right, and Achilles is here. Very good. Okay, so let's see who's on that we can jump to. I want to see if Little Elf is on. Doesn't look like she's on, so we'll go ahead into Cousin Todd's world. Keto Fit Chef's here. Good evening to you as well. Noel is here. Awesome. Very, very good. All right. And I have a disease. Let's see here. Kind of sounds like the story of my life for the last few weeks. Do I have a disease cure? Let's open these a while. Might have one in my stash. I do not. Okay, well, we'll live with it for a little while then. That's fine. Dump any weight we need to get rid of.
May I be of assistance?
Cousin Todd says, did you do Mothmas enough to get the chair? I did on my main character, yes. I was back in time for that, and though I couldn't... There was a good solid week there where I had almost no voice, so...
At your service, sir.
I'm still feeling that a little bit, but it's definitely much, much better than it was. And I got it on this character too. And Little Elf hooked me up with some of the more interesting looking outfits from the event as well. All right, so I'm going to create a daily ops team. We'll get that out of the way first. Necrosis says, I think I gave you a couple of plans. I think you probably did. And Juan Rivera's here. How you doing? Okay, consume an alcoholic beverage. 15 alcoholic beverages. Do I have alcoholic beverages? I probably do. Unless I sold them all, which is entirely possible. All right, vintage Nuke Shine. Probably not the one we want to consume right now. Uh-oh. Addicted to alcohol. How many more do we need? Let's see here. We got 14 out of 15. So we need one more. There's usually one sitting here. No, not today. Not when there's a challenge for one, huh? Maybe we can buy one from the... These are empty bottles. There we go. We'll just buy a bourbon. And then we'll grab an addictol out of the stash. There we go. Alright, so we've got some well-rested going on. And if anybody has a disease cure when we get into the op and can drop it for me, that would be sweet. The Moth is here. How you doing? Cousin Todd says I had laryngitis for a while once. When I got back, I sounded like Aunt Selma from The Simpsons for a month. Yeah, it's been rough. I don't know what it was. I was pretty confident it was COVID, and I got tested before I left to come home, and it came up negative. I got tested after I came home. It came up negative, so it definitely was something other than COVID. And after a round of antibiotics, I felt much better. I'm just still not quite perfect yet. So we're going to see how tonight goes, and if it goes well, then maybe we can get started on some regular content once again. If I find myself pausing to cough and sneeze and snort and all the things you do when you have a head cold, then I might hold off for a little bit or cut short, but so far so good. Mr. Kill says, welcome back. Thank you, Mr. Kill. Killy says, when is new content dropping? New content as in Fallout or new content as in me? And Bethesda gets more money. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not really anticipating anything major until after Starfield. My guess is they have all hands on deck for that. Mr. Kill says, how's the back now? The back's fine. The back is great. Did what I needed to do there, and that allowed me to take my trip without any trouble, which was awesome. Until the last couple of days when I got sick. Alright, thank you. And we'll pop a lunchbox. Alright. And where are we on level? I'm almost there, so let's go ahead and take a berry mentats too. I think. Yeah, there we go. Alright. And Morgan's here. How you doing, Morgan? Repair the signal repeater. Where is the signal repeater? This is how long it's been since I've done this. I remember nothing. Which is kind of silly because it's not like I haven't been playing. Alright, hopefully somebody's getting it. Because I'm totally lost. Alright, Cousin Todd's on his way. I'll cover him. There we go. Sipulus says, I'm glad we can make Fallout New Vegas in 76 now. We can? I know I haven't been up on things, but that seems like big news if true. I'm not sure. Oh, or do you mean the slot machine? The Ranger Armor robot that talks to us takes over the game and lots of casino items. Oh yeah, that's true. What's the robot that takes over the game? Oh, you mean Yes Man. A robot that takes over the game. Also, the Brotherhood of Steel that aren't big in the story but are here. That's kind of true, yeah.
Calibration on the second uplink initiated. It's about to get a little dicier in there. Don't let up.
So Alex Sullivan has our food topic of the night. Once I remember where I'm at here, there we go. Says it's a two-parter. We must know all about Fisty's food adventures, and 2, what is the most overrated Christmas food? I'm going to go with ham as the most overrated Christmas food. That may be unique to me. I am not a fan of ham. As far as long cooking dinner meats go. I would happily take a repeat of Thanksgiving turkey over ham. Or a Chinese buffet. Or pizza. Or chewing gum. Pretty much anything else. It's fine, I'll eat it, but it's not anything I really enjoy. Lots of distaste for Brussels sprouts in the chat. I would agree with that. But I'm not generally a big vegetable fan to begin with. I eat enough of them to, you know, not die, but really don't enjoy them. Morgan asks if anybody's running nukes. I am not at this point, so if anyone wants to. There we go. Noel says, I don't know about you guys, but I grilled steaks for my family on Christmas. Now that would be good. Sipulus says, what about mince pies? Do people eat them? Definitely not a traditional food, at least where I'm from, but I'm sure people do. And as far as Fisty's food adventures go, I assume you're talking about my trip. And I will say that going to Utah does not really yield tons of exotic foods. I learned many things about Utah. At least for me, all the food tasted different. And I don't know if that's because I was getting sick or an effect of the elevation change. But everything tasted different. Even things like, you know, if I stopped at a McDonald's or something, it all tasted very different. The first place I went when I got there, and I assumed it was a regional place, but I was wrong. Apparently, it is a mostly national chain. A place called Freddy's Steak Burgers and Frozen Custard. That was amazing. I know there are some in, there's none near me, but I know there are some near Philadelphia. I know there's some in New Jersey. There's some throughout the country. Maybe it was just because it was different. It was still basically fast food, but it was awesome. Cousin Todd says, what about the beaver tacos? They weren't actually open when I was there, so that was still pretty early in the day when I actually happened upon beaver tacos. Sounds like a, aside from the numerous reasons to giggle at the name beaver tacos, it sounded like, I also thought that sounded like a Fallout recipe. Morgan says there's one over the line in PA. Freddy's is good. Yeah, it was really good. I also learned that if you order at least from anywhere other than like a fast food place where they don't care what you order, if you order fries in most places in Utah and you don't want something called fry sauce, that is apparently a very strange thing. Apparently fry sauce is basically a mixture of mayonnaise and ketchup, so not really sure why it's so exciting, but people in Utah seem to love it. Cousin Todd says, I live in a neighborhood named Beaverdale, and near me is a lawnmower repair shop called Beaver Mower. There was no shortage of I Heart Beaver merchandise to purchase in Beaver. I believe the town's official website is ilovebeaver.com, so they're really, you know, all in on that. Alex is just the food during the trip. That's all I care about. Yeah, that was, Freddy's was a nice little discovery. There was an abundance of Mexican food in Utah compared to locally for me, so that was cool. Nothing too exotic there. Tacos, burritos, and whatnot. So that was pretty good. The town I stayed in when I went to Zion National Park is called Springdale. Little tiny town. Right outside the park. And lots of little restaurants there, which is cool. I ate at a place called... Oh, what the heck was it called? It wasn't BB's, it was Mimi's. Mimi's Cafe. For breakfast a couple of times. That was very, very good. Again, nothing exotic. We are talking about Utah here. We're not going anywhere too crazy. But, very delicious. Omelets and whatnot. And then, unfortunately, the last few days of the trip, I got sick. So... what I ate was whatever was the most convenient source of sustenance because nothing was enjoyable and I was in misery for 3 days. And then came home and continued to be in misery for about a week and a half. Sipula says, has anyone tried the Fallout Nuka-Cola cookbook? I know there's a Fallout cookbook. I didn't know if there was a recipe for Nuka-Cola in there or not. I've not tried it. Me and cooking are not really a thing. There it is. There's my #1 pet peeve with Fallout 76 that needs to stop. These giant icons. Drives me crazy. Alright, I want to pick up a couple more pieces of wood here. I know there's a few around. And then we'll run over to Sylvie and Sons and get some more. Oh, what? Somebody's shooting at me from back here. Cousin Todd says it's a daily, make it 10 wood. I agree. That's a little much. It's one thing if it's going to count every piece of wood you collect, but to actually have to do it 50 times is a bit ridiculous. Overfat Kid says, I updated my camp as well. 32% less floaty. That's good. Camp's still the guest house from RE7 with 20 slot machines. Okay, so we need more wood. We'll go to Sylvie and Sons for that. Oh, I may not have that on this character. Oh, what? Aren't you all dead yet? Apparently not. Okay. Necrosis is there. I'll go. Okay. So all the wood here hopefully will be enough to get us to 50. Right, we have collected enough wood for the challenge. Croesus says I took some of the wood. Well, fortunately, we can all get as much wood as we need at Sylvie and Sons logging camp. Okay, that's done. What else do we have on our list here? Kill a Deathclaw. That should be fairly easy. Alex says, big news. My wife and I are expecting a Vault Dweller in May. Well, congratulations, Alex. I'm sure that Vault Dweller will be well fed. Which I think is what you're supposed to do with them when you create them. So I'm pretty sure you have your primary parenting duty well covered. Congratulations. Morgan's got a nuke on the way, so we'll get some events in with that. Alright, let's see here. Let's get rid of this. I don't need that taking up my screen. Thank you very much. Okay, build anything in workshops or camps. Let's head up here. And then there's another one to build a bunch of floors, so we'll just knock all that out in one shot at a workshop. Alex's lobster rolls and Boston cream pies, traditional New England children's foods. There you go. The other thing I had while I was out there that, again, nothing exotic or terribly exciting, but I stopped at one piece of gas station food that I had never had. I usually avoid gas station food, but I was starving while I was driving. And they had a barbecue chicken and rice and cheese burrito. And it was amazing. It seems fairly mundane, but it's quite good. Could also be because I was starving. And therefore easily impressed, but big thumbs up to the barbecue chicken burrito at Maverick in outside Hurricane, Utah. Sipula says, remember when there was that spot in time where hacked weapons were cool and beautiful, but were a minigun with a flamer tank and a pistol barrel that shot mini nukes? Yeah, I remember when everybody had to have them. Keto Fit says, according to Bethesda, you're supposed to throw them out of the vault with nothing and make them fend for themselves. That is fairly true. Alright, what do I have here? Can I just drop any of this stuff? Doesn't look like it. Okay. So we need to build 15 floors. I guess it could also be walls, but might as well just do floors. No sense swapping around from one thing to the other. These are stupid challenges. They really are. I don't mind a building challenge, but this is just pointless. Alright, kill festive Scorched. I've only got 1 of 3 for the day, 1 of 10 for the week. Deal critical hits to enemies. Ah, may have to switch characters for that. Let's just pop down a stash box quick. See if I have a shotgun in here. There we go. That'll be good for criticals on a non-VATS character. Silver Fat Kid says Vault Tech would have you prep them for the goat. Alright, let's see. Oh, Nuke's at 75%. Okay, we'll go Holiday Scorched hunting with a shotgun. Ooh, somebody sharing Mysterious Stranger. Cool. hear jingle bells. Better grab those just in case. We need one more critical hit. Zippyless says, what's the worst weapon in Fallout 76? I'll tell you if you're wrong. There's a lot of them. I think you'd have some competition for that one. I hear jingle Scorched. You're going to be down under the thing, aren't you?
Attention citizens, nuclear strike imminent. Please exit the area at your earliest convenience. Thank you for your cooperation.
Okay, Nuke's coming down. I'm gonna go, yeah, I'm gonna agree with Jake and say salvage the Saltron head. Alright, we've got creature kills. There should be a jingle Scorched running around here, though. Somewhere. Did I get the criticals? Yeah, got the criticals. Okay. The chainsaw, yeah, the chainsaw is pretty bad, but the chainsaw is kind of supposed to be bad. It's not really... I don't think anybody really has an expectation for the chainsaw to be good. I mean, maybe, but... There's often one wandering around down here, and that could be what I had been hearing, but maybe not. Salvage Assaultron head is a weapon that you would expect to be good. It's got a good damage number. It's got all the things you think are going to be good. Oh, there we go. Now I saw you, Mrs. Scorchy Claws. There we go. Oh, I hear another one. Alright, let's head to the nuke. Try to head to the nuke. There we go. And I might want to use a different weapon here. Well, aiming, faster fire rate. Let's use that. So the explosive damage isn't very effective against the Queen. Oh yeah, hit me. Activate my taking one for the team. Thank you very much. Look at that. Nice and dead. I love area loot. It's great. That is definitely one of the better quality of life adjustments made to the game. Ooh, I'm almost out of 50 cal. We're going to need to make some ammo, aren't we? Cousin Todd says, does faster fire rate do anything on an automatic rifle? Yes. On an automatic, absolutely. On a non-automatic, that's where it gets a little questionable. On something like the hunting rifle or the lever action rifle, it does speed up the animation a little bit. On something like the handmade, it's going to fire as fast as you can pull the trigger no matter what. It doesn't really do much. If anything. In theory, there's some limit to how fast you can pull. There's some limit to how fast it can fire, but that does not appear to be any slower than the average trigger puller. Alright, let's dump some of this crap off. And then let's see what we need to cook up some ammunition.
How can I assist you today?
Let's get rid of some of this weight. We don't need all that.
Ready to exchange items.
And make sure we're not carrying around any missiles or other nonsense like that. Doesn't look like it. Okay. So, do I have any other script in here that can go? I did that, yeah. Shotgun really doesn't need to stay. Heart wrencher, well, we might as well keep that for when they inevitably run that challenge again on Valentine's Day because, you know, they're certainly going to repeat themselves. But let's give credit where credit's due. I thought the Mothman event was awesome. We only need a couple more events like that, and we have, like, a full calendar of seasonal events. Cousin Todd says, I reactivated Fallout First for the month, got a free month with Game Pass, and I still have the Legacy backwards scrap box in my tent. Even if you move your tent? Pammon says, hey, Fisty, welcome back. Where you been? I was on vacation for about 2 weeks, and I came home very sick. And that totally kicked my ass. And I'm finally starting to feel better. Even more so than it kicking my ass, it left me with no voice. And that's, you know, kind of what people are coming for. Otherwise, you'd just be watching some random idiot play a game with no commentary. Whoa! That scared me. I hate mole rats. Cousin Todd says I never moved it and now I never will. God, I'm gonna get murdered by these mole rats. Okay. Let's get Ammo Smith on. Super duper on. And yes, I am maxed out here. Oh, I also wanted to upgrade that. Okay. Now, this is not my main character, so I don't have a lot of materials on this guy. Gunpowder, steel, so I can craft a little bit. But I probably need a little more steel. Well, we'll see if that's enough to get us through here. Alex says, if anybody is up for watching a random idiot playing a game with no commentary, let me know. I'll start streaming. Okay, so we've got to hunt for more festive Scorched. We've got to complete events. There's drop connection. What are you? A horde? Bloodbug horde. We can do that. Those don't usually send you to 4 places. We'll switch back to explosive, though, for this. I think there's a couple of legendaries there. Yep. Scrap those. They turn into acid. That's helpful if we ever need to smelt anything. Bloody hell attack dog just standing there on the edge of the thing. Is this the random encounter with the chair? Doesn't seem to be interested in biting me. Well, if you're not going to bite me, I'm not going to shoot you. I mean, okay, now you're biting me. You shouldn't bite me. See? Should have just walked away. Sipula says, I kind of want the 9mm. Yeah, I'd kind of like to see it too. I'm sure it still wouldn't be very good because, you know, it's Fallout 76, but I'd like to see a lot of weapons from New Vegas. Morgan says, I'll be going to Alpha in a couple of minutes. Necrosis is nuking machine. Yes. Morgan has absolutely turned into a nuking machine. Alright, let's retake Bogtown if we can. That'll give us another event. Another level. Really? We're not done yet? Well, where are the rest of you? They must be over playing with the super mutants. They don't appear to be playing with super mutants. Okay, looks like just one left. Oh, we're hiding under the floor. Oh, look at you. You think you're safe under there, don't you? Oh no, I can't rebuild it. How am I supposed to kill it? I don't have any grenades. Well, that poses a challenge, doesn't it? Yeah, I don't think there's going to be a way in there. Unless maybe I can craft some grenades. Randy says, can you VATS it? You know, I'm not sure. Okay, I can make a nuker grenade. Let's see if any of this works. Be a shame to not get credit for this event after. Yeah, no, definitely can't VATS it. I don't know if grenades will even do anything to it. There we go. That did the trick. Cousin Todd says, don't blow up my clown fountain. Not sure I can. And yes, my Ammo Smith and Super Duper perks are still on. Alright, where am I at on ammo here? Alright, we got 4,500 rounds. That should do the trick here for us tonight. Mr. Kill says, I just borrowed a friend's Tesla Lobber on a custom world, and oh my god, they're so garbage. Even with the best perks. It'll be cool to have, though. Yeah, I've played with them before, and I didn't really understand what the excitement was, other than the fact that they're hard to get. Alright, let's... We've got another fog crawler. Where'd you go? There you are. Alright, let's cook up some food. And thank you for the $5 super chat as well, Mr. Kill. That is awesome. Very much appreciated. Over Fat Kid has invited me to trade. And we have the trade bug. I can't do it. And it's over Fat Kid. Did you ask me earlier about will I give a weapon back? If you're going to give it to me now and, like, just let me play with it for a little bit and then give it back, sure. If you're going to give it to me and say, give it back to me in a month, my memory's not that good. But yeah, hang around tonight and I'll give it back to you before you go, if you just want me to play with it. Vampire's 50 cal. I have an exploding 50 cal already. It's extra perception. Less VATS AP cost. Yeah, that doesn't really... You're good. Just hold on to it. You're good. I already have one very, very similar. Thank you, though. Matthew says PC today or Xbox. Today we are on Xbox. So thank you very much for thinking of me there with that weapon, but yeah, already got one. Let's cook up our food. And we should be fine on ammo for a little while here. Alright, so I think we're in good shape here. Let's get our armor back on. Tyler Hicks says, what do you think about the pepper shaker? I think it's kind of a fun weapon to run around with. I'm not in love with it. But at least it's a unique weapon that they added to the game. As opposed to just being a skin in the atomic shop or Mole Rat Horde the Forest. Alright, we probably won't have to run around for that, so we'll do that one to tick off another event. Randy says, we'll remember. At least someone good. Ah, we got to run all over the place for a Mole Rat Horde? Yeah, forget that. No, thank you. And apparently I can't deactivate it. Well, maybe if someone else kills it, I'll get credit for it. Reaching clear. I'd love to see Project Paradise pop for us tonight, especially now that they reconfigured it. And we've got a few of us on tonight here. I think with the holiday week, we're still a little... Everybody's still pretty busy. Alright, Morgan's in the silo, so we're going to get another nuke soon. We can do Campfire Tales. Tyler says, my friend gave me a bloodied pepper shaker for free. Well, there you go. It's not a bad weapon. It's just not... Compared to something like a bloodied explosive or Vampire's explosive 50 cal, I'm not gonna switch to that over that, but it's not bad. It's like, I mean, it's a solid weapon. It's fun to use. It's over Fat Kid says I was about to do it by myself last night. Alright, we're running out of time here, so... This is one that they reconfigured a little bit with the last update. It's supposed to, the fire is supposed to last a little bit longer now. Croza says I have a quad explosive double barrel. I don't use it much. The quad explosive double barrel is pretty badass. I really like that weapon. Okay, this should be the easier one.
Everyone's beds are empty. My heart is pounding. But I know I have to go outside and look for everybody.
Bong Water's here. How you doing, Bong Water?
But the shadows are reaching for me.
I like that the bell rings.
Please help me fend them off.
With area looting now, you're going to have no trouble getting your bug parts for that daily after this one.
Face my fears. Burst out from the covers. Not stopping until I've made it outside. There, I see the warm glow of a campfire. My fellow scouts are talking about the
Morgan
fire.
says,
I go to them, and I try to
imitated.
It's not safe to be out this late. There's something out there. I know, because it took my brother. He stayed out past dark one day and went missing.
I presume that's supposed to.
My friends,
The pre-autocorrect that was initiated.
I sit with them to keep watch, we laugh, drink.
Telling you, YouTube is just, you know, they're just looking at you. Eat, drink, and emote near the campfire. Okay. There we go. Burned my brain on that one. So, Crimson King, when you're running around in the Santa outfit during Festive Scorched, how many players just shoot at you randomly? got to be a lot. Gather kindling for the fire. Uh-oh, somebody picked up the wet kindling. All right, where is the other tree? Over here? There we go.
I keep my eyes on the ground, find enough wood to rekindle the fire. But when I turn around, there's no light to guide my way back to camp. I don't know if I wandered too far.
Mr. Kill says, what's your favorite new item from the holiday Scorched? I honestly don't even know. I think it's probably the barbed wire fence. Is that it?
Or at least my scout leader emergency protocol says we do. My protocol is pulling up a missing camper flag. Now I'm almost certain I counted correctly.
Manzilla?
If we can't find our
Water cooler in the behemoth plushie. Okay. Nuke Girl area rug. I haven't actually really paid that much attention to what's available. Vampire's Gatling Plasma. Ooh. 25% damage while aiming. That's pretty solid. All right. Let's kill some things with this for a little while. Gather items missing from the missing camper. All right. Everybody's already on it.
There was a holotape of
Thank you, Manzilla. This should be fun.
Let's give a listen and see what we can find.
Oh, no. It is the hard one. This is the worst voiceover in the game. It's so cringy.
My collection. Only 9 more Hominoptera to go. Layla told me to watch out for their stingers, but I can handle them. That's what my new entomologist badge is for. I'm hunting bugs of all kinds. Some come out at night, but they're cool at all times.
God, who actually, like, who goes into the booth to record that and doesn't just say, you do understand that this is horrifyingly bad, right? Ranger Luxray's here. Alright, that stayed lit. That is definitely an improvement. That was pretty challenging when you got the bug hunting kid. The campfire did go out really fast before. It was clearly an error, because when you didn't get the bug hunting kid, the campfire didn't go out nearly as quickly. But we got it most of the time, but it was definitely a challenge. Every now and again you'd screw it up. This is not supposed to be a hard event.
Remember, campers? No littering. How'd you like it if you came up this mountain to a heap of garbage?
That's my favorite line. How'd you like it if you came up this mountain to a heap of garbage? Alright. So we've got 4 out of 10 events. I'm not worried about grinding out daily ops tonight necessarily. I'll probably get another level before the end of the night, no matter what. Okay, let's open some holiday gifts and see what we've got. Wall-mounted fan. That's interesting. So there's some new camp stuff in there. That's good. Okay, and here's our nuke. Tyler says Jacobs is funny how the Bug Kid ending had a bug. Tyler says, I once got a bloodied explosive minigun from the purveyor. My jaw dropped. Oh, yeah. You get something good every now and again. That's why you go back. The key with the purveyor is not to let yourself get frustrated. And remember that. Don't get frustrated, and remember that you only have script because you turned in garbage to get it. Or, as the robot would say, garbage. You turned in a heap of garbage to get your script. Ranger says it's like they didn't even try to do another take. I don't think another take was going to cut it. I think you needed a rewrite there. I mean, I know that the Fallout universe has kind of a different way of, it's a little bit old-fashioned, but I don't imagine even some, like, 1950s kid singing a song like that. At least not without having another 1950s kid come along and punch him in the face. Says you shouldn't be allowed in here with your no Star Wars pineapple pizza eating lifestyle. I have seen all of the Star Wars movies. And honestly, it's not that I don't like them, I just don't care. There's all kinds of plans and loot and stuff on the ground over here from dead things. Oh, Scorched Beast brain. Oh, look, there it is. You can actually see it. I have noticed now when these loot spill things happen that there are sometimes legendaries in them, so keep an eye out for that. Yeah, I enjoy Star Wars. It's fine, it's fun, it's a good time, but I don't really get the, I did not share in the religious experience that others have when it comes to Star Wars. Mr. Kill says, I do Nuke runs at West Tech during double XP. So Angry Turtle getting 25 to 30k per minute. Yeah, I mean, if you boost up your intelligence and you do all that, you can be knocking out a lot per minute. Are you getting extra XP when you use a nuke grenade or something? Alex says Lord of the Rings is better than Star Wars. I would agree with that. I still don't really have that same, again, religious experience, but at least from a these Lord of the Rings started off as a novel with a little more meat to it. Matthew says, I found holiday gifts laying on the ground. Yeah, I have too. Alright, yep, hit me, Scorched Beast Queen. Activate that taking one for the team. Thank you very much. There you go, and you are dead. Alright, somebody's got badge. Okay. Oh, Hermit Crab's already dead. See? There's my pet peeve again. Giant loot notification. Mr. Kill says, Nuke-nades have insane radius, throwing a couple's enough to clear out West Tech from the inside. Ah, I see what you're saying. Okay. Oh yeah, I mean, West Tech is definitely still your best bang for your buck when it comes to XP. I've had a few conversations with people now where they're going way out of their way to drop nukes to grind XP and do all that, and it's like, honestly, if all you want to do is grind XP, just run West Tech over and over and over again. Super Mutants are absolutely the best bang for your buck. Distant Thunder is also a great one, because it's super quick. Paul says, what's up, McRib? Not much. Just another day, and so far my voice is holding up well after being sick, so that's good. Alright, we definitely have a few... I love the new area loot thing. It means I don't have to stop and loot all these guys before I move on to the next thing anymore. Don't have to worry about losing a body. It's a little disappointed that it seems like they just sent the whole glowing corpses down the memory hole, but hey, there's a beaver. But yeah, with the area loot, I'm not sure you really need the glowing corpses. Actually, I'm going to need the steel for that. Okay, why won't it let me take the dinner fork? Whatever. There we go. Okay. So Distant Thunder, even though they're low-level Scorch, you don't get a ton of XP, but it's such a quick event. Very efficient. Matthew says, lost like the 4-star legendaries. Well, at least that they addressed. Everyone knew that wasn't coming with this update. That's coming later. They pushed it back and they said as much. But Paul says, so what are the new features that they put on? They changed the rotation of events a little bit. They changed, you now have the area loot. So, probably saw me do it real quickly there. You still have to run around and pick up loot a little bit, but it's not too bad. They adjusted some of the events as well, so they don't take quite as long. Okay, so it looks like people are getting ready to do this event here. And I am going to... We've been live now for almost an hour and a half, so we're going to go ahead and take a quick break, and I am going to absolutely just mooch off of this event. To hit one more, we might as well be efficient with our time. So everybody hang around here. We're not done yet. We're going to try and go, we're going to try and knock out the scoreboard tonight, at least most of it. But I got to take a quick break here and refill my drink. And yeah, I'm all out of things to say. So please do talk amongst yourselves in the chat. So far, so good tonight. I'm feeling pretty good. My voice doesn't feel like it's about to give out or anything, so I think we can safely proceed. But give me a couple of minutes here to reconfigure, and I shall return. I will see you all in just a few.
Pleasant greetings. Please gather at the Tranquility Sanctum for today's guided meditation, taking you on a spiritual journey toward transcendence. We will begin shortly. Take a moment to appreciate your surroundings. And remember, your generous enrollment donations make this spiritual journey possible. Are you ready? Close your eyes. Take a deep breath. Inhale, 2, 3. Hold, 2, 3. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. Good. And repeat. Let the spiritual incense fill your lungs. Imagine your path to enlightenment as 3 transcendent pillars rising toward the sky. Now, imagine orbs of sublime energy around you. Reach out and gather them. Bring them to your pillars. This is how we will attain transcendence. As you build your pillars of transcendence, you may find yourself surrounded by discordant forces that seek to hinder your spiritual enlightenment. Banish them using whatever positive affirmations you wish, and do not let them tear down your pillars. You are strong. You can overcome this and any other negativity. Sometimes the discordant forces prove to be too difficult to keep out, and your pillars of transcendence may falter. Take solace, for the holistic light shines bright when you need it the most. Bathe in its glow until you feel it reinvigorate your pillars. Now that you have everything visualized, I will begin a series of positive affirmations while you act to achieve transcendence. Imagine you are floating along in a cloud of pure emotional bliss. If the cloud is mauve-colored, chant a calming phrase until it is not. Through the sublime energy surround you. Embrace it. Feed it into your pillars and allow it to lead you along your path to transcendental bliss.
And now we are back. Okay. Event is still going on, so I'm not going to be a complete leech here. We'll go out and help. I'll cover the courtyard in case anything gets through.
As you ascend to your new spiritual existence.
Taking a look back through the chat. Tyler says, I used to have a 2-shot explosive handmade. I accidentally dropped it with a skin on it. Oh, that's no good. Keto Fit says, load bearing is my mooching event. Yeah, I've done that one too. Tyler says, anybody have a favorite event? My favorite is definitely Project Paradise. I really hope it pops tonight so we can see how it is with the changes they made.
Maintain a sense of tranquility.
The Moth is here, says, haven't played in a few weeks due to heavy work schedule, but looking forward to getting back into it. Just hit level 100 for the first time. That's awesome. Tyler's goal's 500. First 100 levels, I agree, Cousin Todd. They're the roughest. Tyler says that is a good event. Yep. Rad Rumble. Rad Rumble's good too. Keto Fit says line in the sand for holiday Scorched. Definitely. Kalani's here, says welcome back, Fisty. Thank you very much. Welcome to the stream. Rad Rumble is also great for junk and scrap, that is true.
But patience is key to spiritual well-being. Be sure to book your next day with us now and save 10% off a future spiritual aura cleansing.
Creamy is here and is very interested in us doing a math problem. Six divided by 2 times 1 plus 2, so 3 times 3 is 9. It's been a while.
The outside world has no meaning while you focus on your inner self.
Morgan says, I went to summer school 3 times. I'm probably not the best. I usually have to think on my feet with with the order of operations these days. All right, we feel a sense of zen. There we go. Event complete. Uh-oh. Okay, so I hit wait. Let's see. Do we have anything to turn in? A couple things. Let's head over to a train station. Coffee Corpse is here and says hi. How you doing? Goosevelli says just joined right now. Good to see you streaming again. Thank you. Yeah, we'll be back to streaming fairly regularly. I'm still playing catch up on a few real life things here, so regular content may still be a little bit of a little bit longer till it's done, but uh-oh, we're out of script. Okay.
1, 5,
Probably do a purveyor video here shortly for the end of the week. Oh, I didn't want to do that. Got to decide what I want to do for my next lore video. All right, let's see what else we can sell off here.
Caps available in exchange for pillage. Loot. Pillage.
Not a lot.
Available in exchange for caps.
Okay, what am I? All right, so the bloodied 50 cal can probably go away. Am I carrying some ammo or something that's really heavy? Don't need that. Okay, guess we're good. Could be food. My other character has a backpack that reduces the weight of food. Being in power armor, I don't have that, of course. Kalani says, were you able to go to Zion Park while on vacation? Yes, I was. That was the main stop of my vacation. It was absolutely beautiful. Sadly, we had one day of pretty rainy, nasty weather. But it was beautiful, and I'm so glad I went this time of year because apparently it gets so busy there now during peak season that it's just wall-to-wall people, and that wouldn't have been fun. Right, roasted ant gives us a little more carry weight. And where's water? We need some water. Might as well gobble up one of those. Okay. Was there a Scorch Beast Brain? There is. Alright, that'll give us some more XP. And Mr. Kill with another $5 super chat. Thank you very much. So I still do purveyor rolls on my mules since they can't earn legendary cores due to the weight. That's how I get rid of my excess script. Hey, that's a good way to do it. Kalani says, I think I'll set up my Xbox here at work and try to join in. There you go. Morgan says, shall I head into Bravo? Well, you might as well. Senses Violence is an event that could be better. Okay, what else do we have going on here? Death Blossoms. We still need more Festive Scorched. Surprised we didn't get more of those at the Scorch Beast Queen fights. Let's head over to Wavy Willards. YZ says, did they nerf the core drop rate? You mean legendary cores? I don't think so. Keep an eye out for Radiation Rumble and Project Paradise. Oh, looks like everything's dead here already. Croesus says, I miss my Series X. It's being used by someone else. Yeah, that's something that I love my Series X, and I think I may need to just... I tend to, when I do these streams, I have to move it from my living room into my studio area, and I am noticing that the outlet cord where that goes in is getting really weak. I don't love that, so I may have to bite the bullet and try and hunt down another one. I was hoping by this time they'd be a little easier to get a hold of, but here's a question. Has anybody played 76 on the Series S? Pretty sure you can still do the FPS boost, which from what I understand is still only 1080p. So I'm wondering if it looks pretty good and runs well, or if it's all jittery and crappy. Alright, retake Bogtown. Might as well go do that. Overfat Kid says I'm playing on S, I think. That would be, the Series S seems fairly easy to get a hold of, and it's not as expensive, which is good. If it performs just as well, then I might be inclined to do that, so I can just leave my Series X hooked up in the studio and or vice versa. Okay, we got that. The Tazbo says I'm playing right now on the S. It's good. Okay. Overfat Kid says performance is trash. I mean, they should both be better than the old Xbox One X that I used to play on. But my outlook is I don't really want to shell out. I don't, you know, I'm not cheap by any means, but I don't really want to, so I don't really want to shell out $300 for an S, then be disappointed with it and ultimately just end up buying another X. Nixie Lou says hi. How you doing, Nixie Lou? Kalani says, does downloading a digital copy on S allow you to download on the X? Yes. If you have the digital, you can just install it on everything. Except for PC, of course. Hold still and die. Or land. That would be ideal. Why aren't you landing? Look like you'd like to land. There we go. Randy says, place a Sanitron Collectron in the workshop. He'll get presents. Oh, yeah, that's right. I'm still probably going to forget to check it, but... Tazbo says, streaming output for the S is lower than the X, definitely. Well, I'm not worried about that. Oh, we have a... Santa Scorched here. Yeah, I'm not overly concerned with the streaming output because I use a... Number one, I can just keep the X hooked up and use that. Number two, I use a video card, external video card anyway, so... That's not an issue. I just want to make sure I'm not jittering and freezing all over the place, and I'm just going to end up irritated and mad if I do that, so... And let's put something down here to strap weapons with. Oh, I don't have any, okay. Let me get some of these legendaries in the stash. And let's build a Collectron because why not? I'm sure that I will forget to check it. But whatever. Yeah, whatever. I'm going to forget to check it anyway. If someone comes by and steals my presents, oh well. Okay, what else do we need to do here? We need another level up, which we're almost at, so we're going to get that. We could grind out some daily ops. We need 2 more events, and we need more festive Scorched. Let's hit Morgantown Airport quick. Wrong Reality says it works great on my S. Okay. I'll probably just try it. I guess in theory I could be one of those people who returns it if I don't like it, but... I'd just like to not have to be swapping around all the time, because if that outlet port goes, then that's going to be bad news, so... Well, we got plenty of Scorch running around. Where are your festive counterparts? I'm here to murder them and take their presents. Cousin Todd says, I'll do another daily ops. Probably not another after that, though. Yeah, we'll see how it goes. Daily ops is, you know, if you want to be as efficient as possible, what you do is you go in, you knock out all your weeklies other than the level ups, the daily ops, and the events. And arguably even the festive Scorched. Because if you play every day, because you're going to be doing those things every day anyway. But I don't necessarily play every day. Grafton Day's a nice quick one. Morgan's at 25%, 50%. There we go. Oh, and it's already over. I don't see anyone else here, but apparently it's over. Okay. Cool. Maybe the super mutants killed it. This thing gets the job done pretty well. I've got a ton of plasma cores laying around to burn through. There's my level. Coffee Corp says we should try to do Project Paradise. Yep, I agree. Just hoping it pops. That's one of the changes they made, is they're supposed to cycle through these events quicker, but doesn't seem to really be the case. And ultimately what we need there is a manual trigger for an event like Project Paradise, but we still don't have it. More festive Scorched. I didn't see any at the airport. Maybe we'll head back to help Visha. We had some there earlier. Yeah, maybe we'll pop another daily op after for the next nuke. There's one. Okay, there's 9. We need one more. Jingle Scorched in here. Doesn't sound like it. And Morgan's next nuke is coming down. There we go. There's Mrs. Claus.
Attention citizens. Nuclear strike imminent.
Anybody else notice that, where there's no no holiday gift on the
Thank you for your cooperation.
on the holiday Scorched? Oh, look at that! Oh, that's kind of cool. You can actually scroll through. Okay, that's kind of cool. I still didn't get a holiday gift from that one, but you know. Keto Fit says, not quicker, but more scheduled. They drop every 20 minutes on a rotating schedule. Ah, okay. I guess that's better. Somebody asked what time it is where you're at. It is just after 10 o'clock for me. Well, that looks like about it. So we'll head down to Morgan's nuke. Oh, we got another Scorched around. Trying to come up and smack me in the face. Cousin Todd says occasionally there'll either be no legendary item or no gift. Not too often. Yeah, most of the time it's fine, but every now and again. The other thing you notice too is this is the only time you ever see legendary Scorched that are non-holiday Scorched. Bradley says, I'm watching this at 3 in the morning. Hey, whatever works for you. Watch the gift disappear sometimes? Okay, well, that's unfortunate. I'm wondering if it's a matter of, you know, how sometimes you'll see an enemy that's going to be legendary, but it doesn't quite spawn all the way. I wonder if maybe that's a bit of what we have going on. Clint Hollingsworth says, have a happy new year, Fisty. Thank you. You too. Far away for this weapon. There's that shared XP kicking in. That's another thing you get now. Come on, what are you doing out here? There we go. Seems like a somewhat convenient place to be. All these explosions. This is where I am very, very happy to be on a Series X. This on my old Xbox, holy hell, this would not work at all. Well, that was quick. Flux is in the scrap box. Okay. So that run means we've done all of our events. Perk card pack, lunch boxes, carry weight booster. So much filler in this season. There's a couple of cool things in here, but honestly, I would have much preferred them to just put them in the atomic shop, let me get them if I want them, and call it a day. This is a lot of work for a lot of crap. Not even gonna pull punches there. I remember the first season that came out was pretty good. You had a lot of cool stuff, and now it's just been more and more filler. I kind of thought when they did the Fallout First rewards, they would make those the better stuff, but that's a lot of filler there too. It really is. You see stuff like that and you do kind of question what you're hanging around for sometimes. Crimson King says I had someone run into Rad Rumble earlier today intentionally launching minis from his launcher. Pretty sure it was 2-shot or a Merv because he crashed everyone out. Yeah, that can happen. Fortunately, since getting the Series X, I don't have those issues. Alright, so if events are supposed to roll every 20 minutes, let's wait a couple of minutes. Just in case Project Paradise is the next event. Where might we find some more Scorched? Let's go over here. Holiday Scorched hunting. We'll do that for a couple of minutes and see what the next event is. And if it's not a good one, then we'll go and run another daily op. This was definitely a fairly efficient set of challenges. Under 2 hours, and we've got all but the daily ops done. Line in the sand. Well, that's a pretty good one for during Holiday Scorched, isn't it? I guess we can go do that. Morgan says, does launching nukes mess up the 20-minute timer? It doesn't look like it. It nailed it right on the 20-minute mark. This came up. It's Santa Claus's lawyer. So I know they also made changes to this one where it's not supposed to be as long as it used to be, which hopefully we still get tons of Scorched and tons of XP and all that good stuff. All right, we got lunchboxes going already. Somebody must have popped them somewhere. What good is an apocalypse if you can't blow up all the cars? Die. Vampire's auto grenade launcher. Oh, that must be the last one. That was a Medic's 50 cal, I thought. Yeah, Medic's 50 cal with bashing damage. Ooh. Everybody's favorite. Like we've got an open spot on the team if anybody wants to join. The waves just come quicker. Okay, well that makes sense. There we go. Yeah, the time you spent standing around at this event definitely was an issue. Did I see the turrets? Yeah. I don't usually see those unless I'm on a private world. I always thought that was kind of weird. Crimson King says if they changed medics to act like vampires, but for your whole team, it would be a much more popular effect. Oh, I agree. It would be fantastic. Even if it was a slower healing rate, which I think could be a... You could easily make an argument that that's a fair trade-off. Even if it was half as good as vampires, but it worked for you and your team, it would be really good. Gotta stop doing that. I'm so used to the tactical reloads on everything else, it's just a reflex at this point. So I like the idea that the events are going to pop every 20 minutes. I like that it's scheduled, but I would actually like to see them more often. I think 15 is fine. Just because there's so many crappy ones that people don't do. There's Mrs. Claus. Picking up a lot of holiday Scorched here. This is a great event for that. This one in collision course if you can get it to pop. See if there's any other holiday gifts in here. Yep. I thought maybe that was the event ending. Guess not. Maybe it was. Oh, I guess it was. Okay. There's a bunch more legendaries. Some more holiday gifts. And I'm overweight. Cousin Todd says legendary sharing is great for this one and getting gifts. I agree. That is something, that is a quality of life upgrade that has been needed for a long time, and I'm really glad they did it. I know there's people out there who'll say it just makes things easier and it's a result of whining or whatever, but you know, it's irritating. Especially when you're at these events and people kill things before you get a chance to touch them, and you know, that's just not a problem anymore, so definitely an improvement. Troubleshooter's Cryolator. Vampire's auto grenade launcher. That could be intriguing. So yeah, so that event was over in 10 minutes. Do we really need 10 more minutes before... Not even 10 minutes. Do we really need 10 more minutes before another event pops? I don't think so. Alright, and let's see here. Let's go ahead and open some holiday gifts. Oops. Still jumps around a little, doesn't it? we get anything good? It doesn't look like it. At least nothing I don't already know. Okay, don't need that. Winter icicle lights. Okay, so we got a couple of things in here that I just already know. And the outfits. Nope. Nothing really good out of that. Okay, Santa Crash. Yeah. That's the stuff from before that's been duped to hell and back that everybody has 10 billion of anyway. Mr. Kill says, distinguished guests is the worst. There, I'm going to agree with you. That event is awful. And most of the time you do it, you find that you have to sit there for 20 minutes anyway, even if you get everything done quickly. It's absolutely broken. Terrible event. The suggestion has been out there for so long that we just need to be able to nuke anywhere and get a Scorch Beast Queen style boss event with different creatures. Suggestion's been out there forever, and why they won't do it, I do not understand. Gotta do what I can here to cut down weight.
Trading.
Can I do... I'm not sure if I can do... We haven't done, what's it called? The Sheep Squatch. Okay, let's see here. Quest items. Okay, I can't craft that. I haven't done it here, but if somebody wants to pop encrypted, that would be cool. That only takes about 30 seconds to do. And it's over Fat Kids over there, so cool. Maybe. There we go. Keto Fit says the only ones upset about legendary sharing are the ones that had fun one-shotting things to ruin it for players for their own enjoyment. I agree. There was no reason for that to be. Somebody's already sharing that. Okay, I can share a 2-point card, I think, so... What do I have? Bandolier. Somebody else might not have Bandolier, so let's go ahead and share that. There I go again. Mr. Kill says, have you tried Pip-Boy colors? Yes. As you can see, my Pip-Boy is very green. Even when I am not in power armor. Which, was it green before? I don't know. I thought it was yellow. Maybe I'm mixing things up. Croesus says, kid's been keeping me fed with script today. My stash is full now. Yeah, I'm loading up here too. So I will say, after spending some time in Zion National Park, I would love to see an expedition that takes us back there. We went there in Fallout in Honest Hearts, but that was back during New Vegas, so it just wasn't... while New Vegas as a game was great, they didn't have quite the same eye for capturing the realism of a place as they do in 76. It would be even better if we're able to build in the expedition lands. I don't know if that'll be a thing or not, but as I was going through the park, there were so many places I saw. I'm like, that would be a cool place to build a camp. Alright, it is... looks like we're about 4 minutes away from the next event popping off, so we probably want to get this started. It wasn't my keycard, so I will mind my manners and not touch it. But yeah, it is absolutely beautiful there. Would be very, very cool place to be. Especially if they include some of the little small towns. You know, as in New Vegas, you're hundreds of years after the war, but in 76, you're only 20... well, I guess we're 27 years after the war now. But a lot of that stuff, in theory, should still be standing. YZ says it'll genuinely suck if the pit isn't out next year. Yeah, I can't imagine it won't be. That's the other reason I think we're seeing kind of a dearth of content right now, is between Bethesda being very focused on Starfield and them working on Expeditions. I think they know Expeditions needs to not suck. I do really believe that if Expeditions comes out and it's just a daily op that you spend 20 minutes in instead of 6, I think a lot of people are going to be mad and will quit the game. I know for myself, for me, it's all about story and exploration, and I need regular drops of that stuff to keep me interested, so I can tell you, as much as I do like the game, if Expeditions comes out and the pit sucks, if it's just a short little thing, that might be the last straw for me. I'm an understanding person. I'm willing to give them time, but I understand that things slow down when you have an acquisition and a merger and a transition. I understand that with the pandemic, that messes with things. All of those things are true, and I totally get it, but it's been 3 years. We need some real content in this game. Was very excited with Wild Appalachia when that came out, the way they did that. Roughly 3 or 4 months of, you know, a main quest to start you off, and then little things little side quests that you would stumble on. The little teaser where the sheep squatch started randomly showing up out of nowhere. And then they released free range, and none of it was planned. I mean, it was all planned internally, of course, but they didn't schedule it out. They didn't tell people about it. They didn't make promises they couldn't keep. And therefore, everybody was pretty happy with it. Jacob says, as in Northern California, I'd love to see redwood forests in a Fallout game. That would be interesting. I think our dilemma with that would be that those probably got nuked, but maybe not. Alright, let's dump some stuff. Alright, we should have another event popping up. Oh, Radiation Rumble. Perfect. Well, not perfect. I want it to be Project Paradise.
If I have to pick up one more box of raw asbestos, I'm gonna lose my mind.
Tasbo says, if it's a daily op style, I'm done till a DLC comes out. Yeah, that's... I really think what it needs to be is it needs to be a DLC style drop. And then if you have a where there's characters and story and exploration and all that stuff that you're going to go through, and then if you have a repeatable daily op style thing that you do there, in addition to that, that gives you a reason to go back and play around there, I'm cool with that. But it can't just be one big area that's just there for a daily, for a longer daily op. That would just be infuriating.
We do what the rest won't.
Morgan says, I got the Inferno paint. Very cool. Let's see if I got anything interesting there. Doesn't look like it.
Hey, a penny. Copper's always in.
Mascot head. Red truck ceiling light. Okay, maybe I picked that up somewhere. But apparently I already had it. Alright.
Hazmat suits don't grow on trees. It took forever to
Buried
collect
men's hats. Alright, I'm not going to take all of these. Actually, I have some, so I'm just going to take 2. There we go. We'll let other people take them. Make sure we're full up on very well rested is about to run out, so let's pop a lunchbox. If anybody has a disease cure, I've got the blight, so that hurts my intelligence. That's no fun.
If I have to pick up one more box of raw asbestos, I'll lose my mind.
Croesus says, I don't know what I'm going to do after this event. Stash is full. Got to switch characters.
Looking for work?
Thank you. I'm terrible with disease cures. Alright, now for this one, I'm going to switch back to the explosive. Because that's fun. Should have brought an explosive minigun to this. Explosive minigun in here is a pretty good time.
9 pounds of aluminum, 10 pounds of steel.
Hey, a penny. Copper's always handy.
Hey, a penny. Copper's always handy. Anybody see that story where,
All this destruction. How could that
I guess some little kid asked Alexa for suggestions on challenges to do. And I guess there's some web-based challenge that she found that is obviously stupid, but that's a Darwin Awards challenge to stick a penny in a light socket or something, or an electrical outlet. Fortunately, the kid's mother heard and intervened, but yeah, not good.
Try not to slip on the slide.
Aluminum, 10 pounds of steel.
Okay, for today, we're going to be recovering ore to the inside. Some of you will come on gathering. Some up here guarding the stash of my crew. Don't expect a reward if my people go down. Your survival is...
Now, I know the other thing they did with this one, from my understanding, is if you fill up the ore, the event no longer ends. It will give you the whole clock to kill stuff no matter what now. Morgan says my brother did that with a fork twice. Twice? He didn't learn the first time? Did I take the leader bobblehead? I did. Alright, we got another level, which is cool, but we've already completed those challenges. One there? No. Alright, ghoulies. Come on. Come on out and get murdered. Is anyone collecting ore? No one's collecting ore, I don't think. Okay, let's... Let's collect some more. You get bigger and better monsters to kill if you collect ore, too. Oh, somebody must have been collecting some. Alright, well, if somebody else is collecting it, then I'm going to get the heck out of here. Oh, it doesn't tell you how much ore you've collected now. I think it's 15 per rank now. I'm going to do my best not to loot anything here until the very end. Want to see just how effective the loot sharing and area loot is. Okay, reward level 3 of 4. We're almost there. I'm gonna go get the rest. They might already have it, but... Okay, we're at 4 of 4 now. Alright, no need for any more ore. Now we just have to keep everybody alive. Mark says, hey, Fisty, glad you're feeling better. Thank you, Mark. All right, 37 seconds left and everybody's still alive. This is a much better structure to this event. There's almost an argument to be made for just having a bunch of people run for ore at the beginning, knock that out, and then you just get the whole time left to kill stuff. Alright, event complete. I wonder if they tweaked the reward table at all. Doesn't look like it. I still need the radiation barrel for most of my characters. Alright, so now we're going to test things out. We're going to see just how effective this area loot is. We'll get close down here. Alright, we've got a couple legendaries out of that. probably got most everything here. Get closer up here. Nearby corpses. You can sort through all of that. I never noticed that before, but that is really cool. You can sort through them individually if you want to. 2 more legendaries, ton of 50 cal. Yes, please. And a little further away. And now we're overweight, and you can just watch the meat piles disappear. That's awesome.
My parents were miners, but I never saw my son.
A lot of legendaries in there. And it's very nice to not have to go hunt them down. Not going to run in there after that meat pile. Alright, let's go down to the end here and just make sure we've got everybody. There were a couple of legendaries in there. We might need to get a little closer for that. At least I thought there were. Oh, maybe we got them. Yeah, we must have got them. Okay. Can I get out of here before I die is the question. Looks like I can. Nearby. It's fine. We'll take everything we can. Okay, that's just repeating stuff. Is it duplicating it? I hope not. How many missiles do I have? Nope, it's not duplicating it. Good. Alright, let's get rid of the stuff I don't need. So I'm already very much over encumbered. That is a whole lot easier than going through and looting every individual corpse. Definitely an improvement there. Now we've got to find a scrap kit. I'm sure I've got some of those. Yep. And we're going to need another carry weight booster. That should be able to get us out of here. And off to somewhere with a stash box. Thank you. Cousin Todd says, how exactly does one become an adhesive specialist? I'm not sure, and I'm also not sure what an adhesive specialist would even need to do there. I mean, really, they're just picking up garbage and putting it away, right? Not that I'm really sure what an adhesive specialist does in the first place. But I presume it involves adhesives, and I'm not sure what anyone is doing with adhesives in there. Alright. So here's my airplane hangar, ruined airplane camp, which is cool, but I never really decorated. I always forget that I have this thing at my camp I can use to cure diseases with. Cousin Todd says I'm leaving so many legendaries behind. Well, you don't have to. Well, maybe you do. Alright. So we're a minute away from another event spawning. Well, you know what? Maybe 20 minutes is a good time frame. Because we did just kind of finish that up. Gave us a couple minutes to go back to camp. We'll see if it's Project Paradise. If it is, great. Randy says that was the kid that ate glue or glued his fingers together. We'll see what this next event is. I don't know about you all, but I'm not really feeling like grinding for 4 more daily ops tonight. So we'll see if we get a good event. Tea time? Ugh. Tea time sucks. Who wants to do tea time and then wait indefinitely for another event? That sucks. Okay. So on that note, I think we're going to wrap it up. Wasn't sure how long I'd be able to go tonight. I am starting to feel a little bit of strain in the voice. I don't want to abuse that. I want to get that healed up so I can get back to making content as regularly as I usually do. So we don't need to overdo it. And other than that, if that had been a cool event, then I'd say let's do it. But it's not. It's a stupid event. So I think we're going to call it a night. Unless anyone has any other brilliant ideas for us, but I think we're good. Unless you are all just really desperate to go through 4 daily ops. Cousin Todd says, good to have you back. Thank you, Todd. Necrosis says, camp tours. Luke says, what the fuck is this? I've been on for 2.5 hours. Okay. Yeah, I think we're going to wrap it up tonight. Maybe next week when we get back to... Hopefully next week we'll be back to a little more full strength in the voice, and I can do some longer streams, and we'll do some camp tours and all that stuff. But for tonight, I think this was a good first stream back. So thank you all for joining me. We'll be back again next week. If all goes according to plan, we will have a Purveyor video on Friday. And I'm getting my ducks in a row here to figure out my next lore video too. So thank you all for joining me tonight. If I don't get to talk to you all before, and I don't think I will, have a happy new year, everyone. Thank you all again. I will see you all